Thanks for tapping in with Street TV. I'm here with another Eric Holder trial update. And before I begin, I want to make a correction. I stated in a previous Eric Holder trial update video that there were 8 women and 3 men on the jury. We all know that 8 plus 3 is 11. The true number is that there are 8 women and 4 men on the jury. So forgive me for that mistake. And then also, I made a comment regarding a guy that was also standing with Nipsey Hussle, Cowboy, Rim Paw, and Eric Holder. There's a 5th person, and Cowboy was asked on redirect by Aaron Jansen, who was that guy in the photo. Cowboy said he couldn't recall, and I incorrectly identified that guy as Brandon. I thought I saw the name Brandon written on the exhibit, but when I got a closer look at the exhibit later on, it didn't say Brandon. That person is unidentified. During the closing arguments, that person was identified as getting an autograph and then walking off. So we do not know the identity of that 5th person that was in the group with Eric Holder and Nipsey Hussle. He was there for a short time and then he walked off. So I incorrectly identified that guy as Brandon, and at this point we have no idea who he is. So let me get to this day 4 synopsis of testimony. And day 4 actually started off with Bernita Nicholson. This is the girl who drove Eric Holder up to the Marathon store. But I did a separate video that will give you a synopsis of her testimony. So we're going to go into the next witness on day 4. Actually, Bernita's testimony ended at about 2:08 in the afternoon. So the rest of the day had these following witnesses. The next witness was Detective Everardo Amaral, Everado. Last name is Amaral, and this would be witness number 11. And he is the LAPD detective that actually investigated this homicide of Nipsey Hussle. He was the partner of Cedric Washington. I should say he is the partner of Cedric Washington because I believe they are still working together. At about, let's see here, what time? Yeah, at about 2:10. At about 2:10 p.m. he took the stand and he became the co-lead detective with Cedric Washington. He asked, did you participate in the interview? This is all under direct examination by John McKinney. Did you participate in the interview of Bernita Nicholson? Yes. Was it recorded? Yes. It was actually video recorded. Was she cooperative? Detective Amaral said yes. Where did the interview take place? He said at South Bureau. Did you advise her of her Miranda rights? Yes. Did she waive her rights? Yes, she waived her rights. How long was that interview with Bernita Nicholson? He said it was 4 to 5 hours. I believe the date on that interview would have been April 2nd of 2019. Did she have anyone present during the interview, or who was there? He said Detective Washington, Bernita, and myself. Did she call Eric Holder during the interview? Yes. She cooperated about getting his location. Did she give you her phone? Yes. Did you do a data drop on her phone? Yes. We searched her. We also searched her vehicle. Yes. Searched her apartment. Yes. Searched her mom's apartment. Yes. Was her mother present? Yes. Was she cooperative? Yes. Did these searches find any evidence that she was connected to the crime? Detective Amaral said no. Did you bring her to the DA office? Yes. Did she talk? Yes. Was the same subject matter covered regarding the Nipsey Hussle killing? Yes. Did she participate in the grand jury? Yes. Had she been completely cooperative in this investigation? Detective Amaral said yes. Then they played a few seconds of the interview that she gave. Let me see, which one is this? No, this is another clip of of Eric Holder walking in the alley towards 58th Street. This is the Shell gas station video that shows that he's holding a gun. And it says here, do you see Eric Holder holding at least one gun? He says one in each hand. Right hand has the chrome pistol, the left hand has the black pistol. And that was it. He just testified about how cooperative Bernita Nicholson was and that he can see Eric Holder holding a gun in the video footage. And that was the end of direct examination. And the defense had no questions on cross-examination. Okay, and then there's another witness. I may have misnumbered these witnesses now because I forgot about this witness. But the witness that followed Detective Amaral was a guy named Alejandro Guerrero, Guerrero. And he was asked, what is your assignment? He's a Riverside County Sheriff Deputy assigned to Moreno Valley Station. But in 2019, he was an LAPD officer working the 77 Division. And he was asked, did you get a call to respond to Slauson? Yes. Where were you when you got that call to respond to Slauson and Crenshaw? He said he was in his patrol car near Slauson and Western. Were you the passenger or the driver of your patrol car? He was the driver. Then he got call of a shooting, and then he was asked, then what did you do? I responded to the location. We had a few people that were shot. We got them paramedics, and we called for backup. What did you see? Was it chaotic? He said, I saw one person down, and then I saw two other people. Then we requested additional units. We tried to get statements, but no one spoke. Did you observe a lot of people moving around? Did you see cars coming and going? I don't remember. You know Nipsey Hussle was shot? Did you know him? No. Did you ever see him in the neighborhood? Maybe once. And then Exhibit 21 was the body-worn footage that we just saw for the first time in this trial, and that's the footage that you can see Black Sam giving his brother chest compressions. That was LAPD body-worn footage worn by Alejandro Guerrero. So body-worn camera footage at the scene of, and let's see, I was just taking notes of myself. At that time, there were 2 empty parking spots. Guy walks up and says, oh, this is the footage where you hear Shermai Villanueva says that the guy walked up and says, you gotta go, and started shooting. The video is 2 minutes, 55 seconds long, excerpts of the body-worn video. He was asked, McKinney asked Officer Guerrero, do you remember the gentleman in the pink shirt? And he said, yes. And then he asked, from the video or independent from the video, do you remember him? He says, I remember he lifted his shirt to show blood. And then there was a photo, Exhibit 40, of Shermai lifting his shirt up. He lifted up his pink shirt. There was another white shirt underneath with some blood in the middle of it. And that was pretty much the end of direct examination for Officer Guerrero. The defense had no questions for him on cross-examination. And then after that witness was witness Armando Mendoza. And he was asked, what do you do? He says, I'm 20 years with the LAPD. He had left the LAPD in 2019, but then came back in November of 21. He asked about, do you recall the incident when Nipsey Hussle got shot? He said, I was involved. I was involved in the investigation. I processed the crime scene. The area was taped off. Was it light when you got there? He said, yes. We met up with other investigators. We do a walkthrough trying to find evidence. Then we mark items. We measure them. We have the LAPD photographer take photos. We do a virtual documentation. And then he said, let's take us through some of the items that you recovered. And there was a photo of a white Audi in the parking lot. and this is one of the white cars that everybody was standing next to. And then he showed just a bunch of photos of plaque cards that were placed at every place that you see a spent casing from the .40 caliber weapon that Eric Holder fired from. There were photos of broken glass, all the bullet casings. There was a photo of the alley facing north, pointing north down the alley. And guess what you see on the ground in that alley? That would be Exhibit 47. And you see a truck parked against the wall. And you see some chili cheese fries and the styrofoam beverage container on the ground in the alley. And the prosecution is alleging that those were the chili cheese fries that Eric Holder was eating, and that was his beverage that he put on a truck that ended up on the floor or the ground of the alley before he shot and killed Nipsey Hussle. And he just went through a bunch of photographs, and they found all 8 casings of the .40 caliber. Well, I'm not going to say all. They found 8 casings that were shot from a .40 caliber weapon. And that was pretty much it. No further questions on direct examination, and there were no questions by the defense. And he wrapped up his testimony at 2:46, and he got on the stand around 2:30, so that was pretty quick. And that's pretty much the end of day 4 of witness testimony. Thanks for tapping in with Street TV, and make sure you subscribe for more updates on the Eric Holder trial.